And tonight, we have a pair of teams that highlight the value of strong teamwork. You gotta love it.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, they're two of the best passing teams in the league. The chemistry on both sides is pretty obvious.
And they're also two of the smartest teams. We're not going to see a lot of wasted possessions or careless turnovers here tonight.
Now here's Beckers.
Nailed from three-point land.
A skilled distributor. Get yourself open and Agumbawale will find you.
Pass to Jones.
The pick by Jones.
Outside Howard. Clock at 6. Back to Jones.
That's in, coming off an assist from Ryan Howard.
A tough customer. Jones almost invites contact around the rim.
Outside Agumbawale. Launches it. And it's Atlanta with the rebound. Gray outside. And she banks in the layup.
Oh, nice size at the guard position at 6 feet. Gray with the ability to score down low.
Outside Agumbawale. Pass to Clark.
Screen by Smith.
From the arc.
Clark, that one's good.
Guarding her on the perimeter, it might not be a priority for them right now, but it will be if she keeps hitting those.
Here's Jones.
The pick by Jones.
Here's Howard.
It's hauled in by Smith.
I guess even she misses those easy opportunities once in a while.
Pass to Shepard. Beckers outside.
Agumbawale. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that three almost went in. But instead, she's going to go to the line and shoot 3 of them.
And just an incredible player. Arike Agumbawale has a unique style as well.
Yeah, you know, she's 5'9", but she does more damage down low. Wants to attack, not settle. Arike just so strong, too.
The first one falls.
And from the moment she entered the league, Arike Agumbawale has been an elite scorer.
Well, she finished 3rd in scoring her rookie year and then won the scoring title in year 2. Arike applies constant pressure to defenses.
And she sinks the second.
And for this Atlanta team, it's been a long time since they've won a playoff series.
More than a decade at this point. 2013 was their last series win. 2018, their last year over 500. So Dream fans are hungry for a winner.
And she can't make it 3 for 3.
What stands out about Arike Agumbawale is that she's not just a volume scorer. She's also, fearless with the ball. And anytime she finds a shot, she just won't hesitate to take it.
There's the 3. The rebound by the wings.
And here's Beckers.
Pass to Shepard. Agumbawale.
Screen by Smith.
Takes the 3. And Arike Agumbawale, good for 3.
On D, Arike Agumbawale is about as tough to cover as anyone. When she's hitting threes, it's a nightmare.
Take by Reese.
From deep, Alicia Gray.
Offensive rebound.
Now here is Canada. Now Howard. Can they get it? Gets the three-pointer to fall.
I love Howard's decision-making offensively, especially off the catch right there.
Beckers outside.
First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. From deep, good on the triple.
How about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Yeah, terrific little back and forth right there,
It's
Tim.
been a lot of fun to watch.
Pass to Howard. Beyond the arc.
That doesn't go either from Ryan Howard.
Dallas in the lead. Outside Agumbawale.
Beckers outside.
That one falls, coming off Arike Agumbawale's nice feed.
They are doing some damage from downtown, guys.
Which is the main reason they're sitting on this huge early lead. What shooting.
Just an aerial display from beyond the arc.
Now here's Jones. That's her second shot and her second basket. My math says that's 2 for 2.
These inside looks are what Jones is all about, and she knows how to outwork the defense.
Here's Ogunbowale. They're leading by 8.
Becker's shot is good.
They couldn't have dreamed of a much better start than they've had here tonight.
Yeah, they came in with a tremendous offensive game plan. It's worked perfectly, and what a lead they already have to show for it.
And you got to give credit to this coaching staff as well. They came into this game prepared perfectly.
Now here is Canada. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Clark left side. That's her second shot and her second basket. My math says that's 2 for 2.
Effective trip down the floor, ending up with Clark getting a nice look.
Pass to Gray.
And here's Reese.
Here's Howard. Nice form on the 20-footer.
That is some dime dropping. Exquisite assist.
Here's Smith.
Outside Ogunbowale.
Shepard the screen.
To the paint. Good, and the assist goes to Ogunbowale.
With the perfect physical frame for interior scoring, Shepard can sure do some damage down low.
Now here is Canada. Outside Howard. It's over Clark. And there's another one for the Dream.
Well, when you watch Ryan Howard, one thing is abundantly clear. She doesn't need a lot of space or time to get her shot off.
Here's Ogunbowale. 5 points in the game. 3-pointer. And Jones pulls it down. Outside Canada.
Reese.
From deep, Alicia Gray. It's hauled in by Smith. Outside Ogunbowale. Pass to Clark.
Shepard the screen. Paige Beckers from outside.
Green with the rebound. Outside Howard. Now Canada. Gray. Guarded now by Ogunbowale.
Now it's Reese.
And here's Ryan Howard from the arc. Nice! 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
I mean, that's just too easy for Howard. Is the defense going to rush her off the three-point line, or is she going to make these all night long?
Now here's Ogunbowale to the inside. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot 2.
That'll be on Brianna Jones. One thing a lot of WNBA fans talk about is how sharp the defense is in this league.
And I think that illustrates what a strong team mentality there is across the board. Individual stats really come second. Titles and team accolades, those come first.
And we see it in the passing, too. You're not going to find better assist work than you do in the WNBA.
And the first one at the line is good.
Last season was a disappointment for Dallas as they missed the playoffs.
Well, they were last in defensive rating, and as you can expect, that's really hurt them. They made a lot of moves in the offseason, though, losing 3 of their top 4 scorers. So this year's probably going to be a different story.
She hits one and then misses the second attempt from the line.
When the Wings won the 2025 draft lottery, there was no doubt about who they'd be taking.
No, 0. It was always going to be Paige Beckers, a franchise-changing talent. Beckers brings tons of fanfare, and she's expected to make a major immediate impact.
Now here's Smith. Quiet so far offensively, searching for her first points of the game. Pass to James. Fires the 3. Drills it from outside.
I saw a little confusion amongst the D as to who was supposed to be guarding her.
Now Pow Pow.
Kone.
And here's Pow Pow.
From past the arc.
The offensive rebound. And the basket by Kubai.
And that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready to react as soon as the shot goes up.
Pass to Smith.
The tray. And again, it's Dallas with a three.
Just great conviction from Smith, believing in her shot.
Here's Pow Pow. For three, Jordan, Canada. That one falls, and a nice feed that time from Pow Pow.
Oh, some quick retaliation right there, huh, guys?
Yeah, it sure didn't take them long to go and get those 3 points back.
Pass to Smith. Now here's Shepard.
For the basket. Her second of 2 attempts.
They've done good work with the ball. They've been moving and getting quality chances.
And their field goal percentage reflects that. They've been the much better team shooting the ball.
And it's not just about shooting, Brian, as we were just mentioning. It's about moving, cutting, all the little things.
Here's the Wings with the ball.
Leading by 12.
Smith up top.
Takes the three.
A rebound by Hillman.
They had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And when she's open like that, you don't see her miss that sort of look very often.
For three, Jordan, Canada. It's hauled in by Smith.
You know, she keeps jacking up those threes without much to show for it. She's going to lose the green light very early in this game if this keeps up.
Drops in the tray.
Canada with it.
Oh, no good trying to beat the buzzer.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard.
It's the Wings up by 15. And the second quarter is on the way when we return. And welcome back. It's been all one-way traffic through the first as the second quarter gets underway. And the Wings have been really rolling along here, haven't they?
It's been a long-range battle for them, and one they are winning.
Some sharp shooting from deep, a big part of why they're up. I mean, that shot just becomes effortless for her when the defense is so relaxed like that.
Here's James.
To the middle. Oop, they picked the pass.
Now Kubai.
Pass to Canada. Let's go with a three. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
Well, the arc isn't Canada's preferred shooting location, but she does have the touch to make it work.
Back to Gumbawale. Over Canada.
Gumbawale, no good.
It's very dangerous to leave her open like that. Lucky break for the D that she missed it.
Well, after spending her first 8 seasons in Connecticut, Brianna Jones has a new home.
Yeah, what a run it was for her with the Sun. Didn't start a game until her 4th year there, but ended up making 3 All-Star games. She was a huge part of 2 finals teams.
Now here's a Gumbawale. He has 5. Shot clock at 5. Bangs home the trifecta.
What a score. Ogunbowale is a primetime threat to shoot off the kick.
Jones outside. Back to Canada. Puts up a 3. Cans it from downtown.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Pass to James.
And here's a Gumbawale. And again, it's the Wings from deep.
Love the competitive mindset from Agumbawale. Anything you can do, I can do better.
Now Kubai. Here's Hillman. Jones, covered by Segrist. Left side, Canada. Back to Jones. Down low. Hillman, that's good.
Don't need much range to hit from that distance.
Dallas in the lead. Here in quarter two, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. There's Agumbawale with the three.
They get the rebound.
Right wing.
Here's James, guarded by Pau Pau.
Shot by James, no good.
And here the Dream.
Jones outside. Up and in on the layup.
I'm not sure, really, in that set who was supposed to be on her there, and apparently neither did the defenders.
Now here's Agumbawale. She's got 11.
There's a screen.
Kubai grabs the board.
Terrific D. That's how to protect the rim.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Here's Jones. Oh, yes, she did. 5 up, 5 down for her so far.
Pass to James.
For three. Tries again. Foul called that time on the way up, and that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw line. And she makes the first.
Lots of great players in this league, but guys, give me your favorites to watch.
Well, I got to go with the player everyone is coming out to see, Caitlin Clark. Her level of skill is just unreal.
Yeah, Clark hits 30-footers like they're nothing, and then the next trip, she's throwing a bullet pass. She is so much fun to watch.
That's also good, so she hits them both. The Dream Trail. Gray outside. Pass to Howard. From outside the arc. Gets it to drop, and she's now shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Well, when you look at all the different ways that Howard can score from all 3 levels, you just imagine that there's going to be many, many nights like this from her.
Now here's Agumbawale. 11 points in the game. Count that one.
If she gets even an inch of space, she will make an opponent look very beatable.
And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too. Supremely confident in her scoring abilities. Gray, she'll make you pay.
Smith outside. Pass to Beckers.
6 to shoot. It's in, and she's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
When she gets it in her head that she's going to score, it's very hard for the defense to do anything about it.
Now here's Howard.
Yes, and a nice assist from Brianna Jones.
She is just bombing it today. How many more threes are we going to see from her?
Well, we've already seen a lot. I mean, she's got more points from outside the arc than inside the arc.
Now here's Agumbawale. She's got 13. Here's Smith. No good from outside.
It's rare to see her come up empty on such a wide open look.
Pass to Howard. Jones.
Pau Pau for 3.
And And again, Atlanta with the triple.
What a find by Jones. Some high IQ basketball.
Guarded by Jones.
Pass to Beckers.
Inside.
It's stolen by Angel Reese. Jones left side. Pass to Reese.
Sinks that one from the post.
Used her strength to get in the post without much fight from the D.
They need to do a better job next time and muscle up on her. I mean, that's just too easy.
For three, Ryan Howard. Offensive board.
Yes, it's good.
Man, they have got to put a body on her because otherwise, with her agility and athleticism, they're just not going to be able to contain her on the offensive glass.
Time called here. The Wings decide to talk it over.
The Dream making a switch here. And here's Smith. Pass to Clark to stop the run. The Wings with another miss.
Really tough for this club right now, trying anything to stop the run.
And no matter what they try, it doesn't work. Gotta slow it down and just get back to the basics and the fundamentals.
And one of the most improved players in the WNBA, Brianna Jones.
But you look at her first 3 years, Jones averaged just about 3 points per game. But in that wobble, 2020 down in Bradenton, she got a chance to play more, put up 11 per game. And now, since then, has multiple All-Star appearances.
4 on the clock.
Pass to Shepard.
From beyond the arc. And it's Atlanta with the rebound. Now Canada.
Jones outside.
Now Howard. Buries it from three-point range.
And Howard continues to deliver on the offensive end. The defense is lost. They don't know what to do.
Pass to Clark.
Smith outside. Three-pointer Beckers.
It's good as 5 others before it were. She's now shooting 6 for 7.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I wasn't sure they should try to get the three right back like that, but hey, it worked out for them.
Now here's Gray. She's got 5. Outside Howard. To the middle. Here's Jones.
That's good, and it's Ryan Howard with the assist.
Sharp pass to set up the very high percentage shot in close.
Pass to Smith.
Three-pointer. And Jones pulls it down.
And here the Dream.
Canada with it. 9 points in the game.
And here's Howard.
There's the triple.
Shepard pulls it in.
Alicia Clark on the wing. Guarded by Howard.
Beckers outside.
Releases. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And how huge has she been to give her team a lift?
Yeah, certainly their deficit would be a lot bigger if it wasn't for her efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
And so that close. It's the Dream, up 7. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And the second half about to start in just a few moments. You know, Howard has just been exceptional here, fellas.
She had the magic touch in terms of setting up her teammates, just a pile of assists for her.
Which isn't a very common occurrence for her. You know, typically she's more of a finisher, but that's just not the case in this one.
Atlanta in the lead. Pass to Reese. Howard, she's covered by Clark.
Off the mark there with the three. Here's Ogunbowale.
Becker's with it.
And it's Howard picking her up. Clark outside.
Smith outside.
Ogunbowale fires for three. And again, it's the wings from deep.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Outside Canada. Pass to Gray.
Now it's Reese. Picked by Reese.
And here's Ryan Howard from the arc. No basket for the 7th time in 15 attempts this game.
And last year, the Dream made the playoffs for the 2nd straight season.
Yeah, remember they missed 4 straight postseasons before that. So Atlanta, I would say, is headed in the right direction. The addition of Ryan Howard was a huge reason why.
Here's Reese, guarded by Beckers.
Pass to Howard. This one for three.
They get it back.
Gray outside.
Now it's Reese, guarded by Beckers.
Down low. Jones goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
And that was some excellent positioning from Jones on the offensive glass, getting herself room to grab the ball and send it back.
Pass to Smith.
And she uses the glass on the layup.
The second she got around the pick and shook her man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very well done.
Outside Howard. Gray outside. The three.
Ryan Howard with another miss.
The wings trail. Pass to Ogunbowale. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half.
Three-pointer Beckers.
Count it. And she's now 8 of 9 from the field.
She is setting this place on fire. Her shooting has been off the charts.
Gray outside. Tried to come right back with the three of her own, but it's no good.
Pass to Beckers.
Ogunbowale.
On the wing, Paige Beckers.
Guarded by Canada. They now take the lead.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been by design or by accident, but either way, it's been impressive.
Maybe the coach just went up to the locker room chalkboard and just put a number 3 out there.
Here's Jones to end the run. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
Shepard, guarded by Jones. From downtown.
And it's Beckers with the trifecta.
You love her presence on this team as a scorer. It has a calming effect for them. She's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Atlanta calls timeout.
Canada. She's got 9. Pass to Howard. The three is up. Can't hit that one.
She's been struggling big time in this quarter, guys.
She really has tightened up. I'm just not seeing any flow to her game right now.
Outside Agumbawale. Here's the floater. And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot 2.
Once Agumbawale gets inside, she's good at either converting, drawing contact, or both.
The first free throw is good.
Going forward, do you guys think the Wings have the best backcourt in the WNBA?
No doubt. They just might, guys. This is the brightest guard pairing in the league. You got the first overall pick in Paige Beckers as a generational talent. Then you're going to throw in former scoring champ Arike Agumbawale. I mean, how do you stop that duo?
Both good at the line.
You know, there are a lot of ways that the WNBA has influenced the NBA, and a big one was with the Commissioner's Cup.
Yeah, that in-season tournament was a precursor to the NBA's by a few years, and it really just showed how much excitement and interest can be created.
I think it holds a special place for a lot of WNBA fans, the teams, the players, and fans. They all really enjoy the cup.
For 3, Ryan Howard kept alive. Shot clock at 6. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. Pass to Agumbawale. The 3 ball.
Beckers outside.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
Well, she shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. You know, like we say, she's been making music all day long.
Atlanta calls timeout. Here's Gray. She's got 5. Pass to Howard. Shoots the 3. It's good from long range.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
And here's Agumbawale. Now Shepard. And the ball out of play. The Dream will have it. The Dream trail.
Outside Reese. Pow.
And once again, off the mark by Atlanta.
Pass to Beckers.
Up top of Agumbawale.
Beckers.
6 on the shot clock. The 3. And it's Atlanta with the rebound. Gray outside.
Pass to Pow.
Now here's Jones. Picked by Jones. Here's Howard. Uses the glass to drop it in.
That's a great shot from Howard. She's out here to score as much as possible.
Outside Agumbawale.
Here's Smith.
Screen by Smith.
Paige Beckers from outside.
And Jones pulls it down. Gray outside. Pass to Howard. The floater, and it's good. Fought through the contact, hit the shot, and she'll go to the line.
And during the last couple of offseason, Ryan Howard has worked as a D1 assistant coach.
Yeah, others might play overseas, maybe in that new 3-on-3 league. Howard's been coaching in a major conference. What a great experience for Ryan.
The number 1 pick in the 2022 draft, Ryan Howard has had a great start to her career.
Yeah, winning Rookie of the Year, and she's been at about 17 points per game over her first 3 seasons. Howard's provided a serious scoring punch, and she's only getting better, guys.
And here the dream. 2-point game. Pass to Kubai.
For the tie. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her.
And it's going to go on Alana Smith.
Well, the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs there.
Something you struggled with in your career, Tim, but definitely saved the layup with that foul. She's going to have to earn him at the line.
That free throw, no good. So both teams making some changes here. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Dallas in the lead. Pass to Sims. To the inside.
Mengiadu with the bucket.
A good passer with excellent court vision. Sims is a difference maker on the court.
Here's Kone.
Back to Canada. For 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
Nice pass. She got that ball right into her teammate's shooting pocket, and it yielded great results.
Outside Sims. There's a screen. Pass to James. Launches a 3.
Rebounded by Pau Pau.
And Atlanta has possession. They trail by 1. Here's Canada. And she takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
You can't let Canada get a look close to the rim. This is too easy for her. Great touch.
And here's James. Back to Sims. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Atlanta. They've led by as many as 11 points.
Now here's Pau Pau.
She's got 6. Lets the 3 fly. The three-pointer is on target.
Not the tightest D right there. She'll punish you if she gets the chance. That three-point shot is her bread and butter.
Here's James. Back to Sims. Will it go? Atlanta leading. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Canada. Fires from deep. That shot off the mark. Now James. Pass to Sims. 16 feet out. Nice jump shot. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading buckets. Dream out in front, up 2. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments for our fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point.
Pass to James. Now here's Agumbawale.
And the three off target.
Canada with it. Picked by Jones. Pow for three. They get it again.
Here's the three. Hits it from three-point range.
And this game has really heated up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Yeah, well, no one's ever going to argue with more offense, and that's exactly what we're getting.
I'm not going to argue with you, Brian. Let's see more offense.
And there's the 3-second violation. Pass to Canada. The three-pointer off the mark. The Wings trail.
The rebound by Hillman.
Those chances, usually they're 2 points for her. The D, I guess, did just enough to bother her.
So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
Well, Jordan Canada does the things you want from a point guard. There's no doubt about it.
Defensively, she disrupts, leading the league in steals on multiple occasions. And then offensively, she distributes, averaging about 5 dimes per game over her career, one of the best rates in league history.
First free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time.
And here's Agumbawale. Pass to James. Back to Agumbawale.
Sinks the three-pointer.
The D has no answer for Ogunbowale, which is why she keeps getting the ball and capitalizing.
Here's Kubai. And here is Jones, covered by Segrist. For three, Jordan Canada. It's hauled in by James.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth here.
Guarded by Pow. Here's James.
Just 5 on the clock. Jacks up a three.
A rebound by Hillman. Now Kubai.
That one doesn't drop. And they're right on the brink of taking the lead.
This is an absolutely critical moment in this game.
From 6 feet. And there it is.
She did so well to lead her teammate right to the ideal spot. That's the kind of playmaking coaches like to see.
Left side, Canada. Sweet little floater.
Fantastic use of the floater. Canada is a smaller guard, so the teardrop is a big shot for her in her game.
Dallas calls timeout.
You know, they've been a little loose with the ball here. They haven't been patient. They've been forcing things, and it's led to a lot of turnovers. They need to slow down and relax.
Both teams will make substitutions. Around 3 minutes gone by here in the fourth quarter. Over to the wing. Just 5 to shoot.
Paige Deckers from outside.
Buries the long-range jumper.
You know, some players you give that shot to, but let me be clear. She is not one of them. Terrible job by the defense.
Here's Jones. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Zero hesitation from Jones. Knew what she wanted to do.
Here's Dallas now. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now.
Pass to Beckers. Smith.
Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
And stolen by Smith.
Here's Agumbawale. Finished off the break.
Love to see Agumbawale finish on the fast break. Effort is never in question with her.
Back to Gray. From the arc. The shot, no good.
Beckers outside.
Outside Agumbawale. To tie it up. She gets that one. And that makes it a tie ball game.
She really had her eyes open. It's just good vision when you can see the open shot outside and get it to your teammate that has that look.
Now here's Pow Pow.
Pass to Jones. Gets it to go from downtown.
Well, what a night for Jones. We don't see too many players like her. 6'3", don't take too many threes. So defenders, I don't think they 100% know how to defend Jones.
On the wing, Paige Beckers. Screen by Smith. Three-pointer Beckers. A rebound by Hillman.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
Picked by Jones. A three from Alicia Gray. Over Smith.
And Atlanta, another bucket.
With sound awareness and passing skills, Gray is able to find teammates and get them the ball.
Beckers outside. Screen by Smith.
Takes the three. And it's Atlanta with the rebound.
Here's Pow Pow.
Gets it to drop, and she's now shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
That's just showing off right here, guys. She is too good with the crossover.
Outside Agumbawale.
Pass to Beckers.
Looking to end the run.
Shot's good by Smith.
For the second chance points, it can be very important in Smith using her length down low.
Now Pow Pow.
Gray. Jones outside. Takes the three. She can't get that one to fall. Dallas trailing here.
Beckers outside.
Pass to Agumbawale.
Beckers.
Launches a three.
A rebound by Hillman.
And she's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. And with time running out, I think it's time for her to try something else.
Gray outside. Off target from outside. Soft touch off the glass.
Very high quality shot. Can't get enough of those.
Atlanta calls timeout.
And Atlanta has possession. They've led by as many as 11 points.
Pass to Reese.
Outside Howard. Canada up top. Back to Howard. Three-pointer. The rebound by the wing.
The defense has to be real thrilled to see her keep shooting those threes. She has been brutal this half.
And here's Agumbawale. That falls. Great assist by Paige Beckers.
It's all knotted up.
No stranger to big buckets. Is anyone surprised to see Agumbawale come through for her team?
Side Howard. Pass to Canada. Now Howard. Stolen by Alicia Clark.
Shepard with it. Agumbawale.
And again, it's the wings from deep.
What an important shot right there, guys. She's producing from deep all game long.
And they need her production now more than ever. I mean, clutch three-point shooting is going to be critical here.
Now here's Howard. She's covered by Clark. 6 to shoot. Pass to Jones. Looking to end the drought.
Shepard pulls it in.
Dallas in the lead.
Outside Agumbawale. It's Jessica Shepard on the wing. Beckers outside.
Off target with the three.
As well as she shot in the last quarter, it's been another story in this quarter. She just can't get anything to fall for her. What a big shot from Ryan Howard. She might not be the most experienced player, but she can certainly dig deep.
And they'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see some long possessions out of them from this point forward. Milk the clock.
Pass to Beckers. And the call is going to be, an illegal screen.
The idea of setting a screen on that play, it was the good idea, the right idea, but the execution was not.
Yeah, you really want to set a hard screen, but you also want to make sure it's a legal one.
Atlanta calls timeout.
No need to rush things. Still plenty of time for them to get off a good shot.
You nailed it, Tim. And I'd say that whatever their favorite play is, now's the time to run it.
Yeah, Brian, just run the play your team's most comfortable with coming back.
Outside Howard.
And she commits the intentional foul.
Dallas calls timeout.
So it's Dallas who scraped by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball and a fabulous finish as they waited until the very last moment to finally seal it.
And so many times we see these tight games won at home. That advantage, I think, played a factor here.
And that'll wrap it up